Hey everybody, it's Margot.
Guys, I'm such a fucking actress.
And Lydia.
Strong black woman over here.
But you already know why we're here.
Pop off, sis.
I went commando on public transportation, huh?
Oh my god.
I love a good lazy river because I'm lazy and I like water.
Pop off, sis.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of hungover right now.
The content you may not want but deserve.
Pop off.
I think I popped off about that.
You popped off.
Pop off, sis!
Welcome back and happy new year.
Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome back, 2021. Happy New Year, Margot.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, we're off to a great start.
Oh, just like I'm off to a great start this year. Listen, we made it. We survived 2020 and 2021 so far isn't that different, but like there's a chance it could be, and that chance is just gonna take me through this year.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Yep. A renewed hope, a renewed sense of, just wanting better things in the future. And we want to start that on a note of resolutions that we have made for ourselves. So, Margot, what are your 2021 New Year resolutions?
Well, Lydia, I have a very long list, but I decided to keep it a little shorter today.
Okay.
So one exciting one is that I want to listen to an album a week. So you included, Lydia, but anybody else listening to this, if you have an album, if you have an artist that you want us to suggest, send it to me, please, and thank you, because that's 54 albums.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Right?
Why 54?
Aren't there 54 weeks in the year?
Yeah, there's 52 last time I checked. Also, I was like, is that because you think 54 people listen to this and that's it? Or like...
I said 52. What do you mean?
Because you said one a week. Yeah. Okay, there's 52 weeks in a year. Right?
Yeah, 2021 is just off to a real good start.
Really?
Anyways,
What else?
Not only do I want to add 2 more weeks to the year, but I also want to keep up with a skincare regimen. I just recently started incorporating some oils, little like rose oil, argan oil.
Yes.
I want to stop biting my nails. This is the grossest habit that I have not been able to shake for like a decade. And honestly, as a 22-year-old woman, I just can't have nubs on my fingers.
Does it work if you paint them, or that hasn't worked for you?
Oh, I just like gnaw off the paint. No, it's fully foul. It's fully foul. Yeah. And my last one is to read more. I want to read plays. I want to read books. I want to become financially literate. Yes, TikTok did teach me that term. No, I don't really know what it means, but that's why I will read about it.
That's amazing.
Those are my resolutions. What are yours, Lydia?
All great ones. And I have to be honest that I usually don't make a resolutions list. Like, just because I don't have full confidence that I'll stick to it, or I don't know, like I'll start out the year with new habits and hoping that they continue, but I don't, I guess, put the pressure of it being a resolution on it. But because it's you, Margot, I made one. And I have to say, didn't have this on my list, but skincare for sure. I'm with you on that. Got to keep a good skincare routine. I want to read more myself. Pleasure reading is not my strong suit, but something that I used to love to do before college, high school. So it's been a while. And I think I talked about this a few episodes ago, but yeah, I'm definitely starting to get into reading more. I have the time now to do it. I'll have you know, Margot, I finished a Stephen King novel before the new year. Yes. Over 400 pages. Yeah. Oh, yes. And it was small print. It's called Revival. It was a pretty good book. But I'm on to my next one, and I have a really aesthetically pleasing stack that I'm trying to get through. So it's like, I'm just trying to make it fun.
We love a stack.
We'll check in with each other about the reading.
Yes.
that one thing that goes with skincare is drinking more water. This I will say I do think of every year, even though I don't make resolutions. I always want to drink more water because it goes hand in hand with the skin. So water, water, water. We're gonna be hydrating. Just like you told me this off air, Margot, but you're doing dry January, so more water for you most likely.
Only water.
Only water. Yeah.
No more water spiked with vodka.
Yeah. I mean, it's all clear, so we won't know, but more water. And then my last one was just that I want to get outside more and appreciate nature more. I took a hike today, about 4-mile hike, in a park nearby, and that was really great. You know, I just felt one with the sun on my face. I just was like, this is good. It's good for the soul. So I hope to get outside more and stop being a hermit like I like to be. So hopefully we will see lots of prosperous new things happen for us in 2021. That goes for this podcast. That goes for our life. That goes for everything. I don't know why I said life like that. But yeah. So Margot, tell us about this little fun game we're about to do. I'm excited.
Okay, so we know that 2020 was a year. But do we really remember everything that happened? All of those pop culture moments, all of the trials and tribulations? Well, if you're sitting there thinking, oh, shit, I don't remember. It's in a trauma memory block. Well, not to worry, because we are going to have 12 minutes, 1 minute per month to tell you everything that went down in 2020 and really just relive this past year with all of you. And now Lydia and I don't know what is on each other's lists. We both have been assigned individual months. So I'm excited to hear what you got.
I'm very excited. I'm on the edge of my seat waiting to hear what you got cooking for us. I'll speak for both of us when I say brevity is not our strong suit. So this is going to be interesting. But I'm excited. And are we ready to get into it?
Oh my gosh, we certainly are. Starting out with January 2020. Okay, I got to start this one off with Megxit. We're talking Meghan Markle, we're talking Harry, and they did leave the UK and come to the US. They said bye-bye to the royal family. Australia and California erupted into flames. Did we forget about that? I think we did, because Corona kind of took over the year. Also, Billie Eilish, I'm saying, swept the Grammys, and she was the youngest person to win Album of the Year. How beautiful, how great. Billie Eilish, still a queen now, was a queen then. That was a full-on year ago. What do you think, Lyd?
Well done, number one, starting us off with January. Yes, oh my gosh, how could I forget? Billie just dominated the year, of course. What else? What Megxit, of course, couldn't forget about that. They're chilling in California right now near Oprah. They have a podcast coming this year too, just so you know. I'm excited for that. But yes, wow. Pre-COVID, what was January? Okay, now it's time for me to get us into February. All right, let's go. All right, okay. Let's not forget, Margot, before COVID happened, Mr. Trump himself was acquitted in his impeachment trial. He was the third president to be impeached, and he was acquitted. Whatever. There was not enough evidence on that whole case. Yeah, that was February of this year. And then just to get a little darker, we can't forget that at the end of January, Kobe Bryant passed away along with 9 others. The helicopter crash happened, and so February 24th, there was the memorial service in the Staples Center, and it was on 2/24 because those are the jerseys of his daughter and him. So yeah, those were two big things that happened. Any thoughts really quick?
Yes, February, dang, a dark month. I forgot about the trial with Trump. I did forget, but there's not enough time because now we are on to March. Okay, I think we know what happened in March. Corona came. She interrupted everyone's spring break. Maybe you were in Cabo. Maybe you were in Europe on study abroad. Well, you were yeeted the fuck home, okay? She said, not today, sir. Tiger King swept the nation, swept our Netflix screens, and gave us some entertainment during a very depressing and odd month. Although, to be honest, I did not think Corona would last. I was like, oh, a little 2-week vacation. Little did we know. Also, Gal Gadot and a few other celebrities gave us a star-studded, horrible Instagram video of them singing Imagine to inspire us all during the pandemic. If you haven't seen it, it's cringy. Okay, Lydia, get your thoughts in there.
Okay, yeah, I knew you were gonna say coronavirus. That's all that March was, is what I thought of. Yeah, I don't know. It's my turn to go to April. Okay, in April, not a lot happened other than coronavirus was still happening. But by the time we get to April, Margot, we all were definitely on Zoom. Need we say more? We're getting the swing of Zoom going this month. You know, we're working on Zoom. We're taking our classes on Zoom. We're hearing you're on mute every 5 seconds on Zoom. So Zoom is pretty much my April for us. Also, I couldn't come up with anything else, so I kind of took Tiger King and said, you're probably talking about it with your friends in April because it's been out since last month. Everybody's on Tiger King. Your thoughts?
I mean, Zoom, yes. I mean, look at us now. Where are we? We are in these little Hollywood boxes. So Zoom's definitely swept the entire nation. Honestly, they probably made bank. And if you were to invest in anything during the month of April, I feel like you would have to invest into Zoom. Also, yes, I think we did do our Tiger King video in April.
Yeah.
So just to tie that in there. Okay, but there's no time. We are on to May. It gets a little more somber in May, but on a lighter note to start it off, Michael Jordan's autographed Air Nike One trainers from 1985 sold for a record $560,000 in an online auction. That's a lot of money for some sneaks.
Yeah,
that's money. But to make things somber, because they should be, because this was somber and racist and horrible, and you can peep any of our videos from the month of May, June, July to educate yourselves and just to take a look. George Floyd's video of his murder was released in May, which kind of began everything that became the summer of 2020.
Amen to that. The second pandemic of the year kind of popped off at that point. So for sure. And that's a great segue into June. We got another somber month here in June. We're all about Black Lives Matter protests. They're in full effect all over the world. You know, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, those are the names we're hearing. And by the way, there was a lot of controversy, if you don't remember, Margot, around that whole argument of people can protest, but also there's still the pandemic happening. So, you know, there was a lot of fighting going on in DC about if it was okay to gather for that, but staying indoors, and the MAGA people that were like, no masks, you know? So yeah, what were you doing in June other than watching this stuff go down?
Oh my gosh. June, I think it was a lot of contemplating everything that was going on. There was definitely a lot of depression going on that month and a lot of inner turmoil, like you said, about do I go protest? How do I support the movement from home? And how can we better ourselves and white people become anti-racist individuals? Which brings us into July. Now, this was still all going on July. Let's not forget it, but I've got some more entertaining things that were happening. Hamilton dropped on Disney Plus and totally broke the internet. Everyone finally got to see it. We didn't have to pay $5,000 for a ticket. Thank you, Lin-Manuel Miranda. Also, July was the month where Taylor Swift just dropped Folklore. She just said, oh,
July?
There's an album. Oh, I know. And how many times did I listen to that album? I don't even want to know. And it broke a record for the most first day album streams by a female artist. I had to pause there because I couldn't read what I wrote. But it got the most first streams in a day of a female album, if that makes any sense. Also, Beyonce released Black is King.
Oh, mic drop on that. I mean, you started with Hamilton, ended with Beyonce. Doesn't get any better. And then we get to August. Still COVID happening, in case you forgot.
Damn it.
Okay, I'm going to start with the bad news. We learned in August that the amazing, great, late Chadwick Boseman had been battling prostate cancer. Prostate cancer, correct, Margot?
Colon cancer.
I'm sorry. We learned the great we can't go back because this is 12 minutes and we're not editing this. But he passed away and no one knew that he was suffering with this disease. It was a very sad, sad time. On a completely other note, a little song by the name of Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion came out called WAP. Anything else I need to add for the month of August? Margot, thoughts?
Make it stop, make it drop. That's so wet. That's so wet. Bucket in the mop. That's so wet. That's so wet. I mean, yeah, August was sad, but I think Cardi B got us through it, you know, with a little wop, wop, wop. So okay, it is already September. In September, Mulan released on Disney Plus, and it got a lot of controversy, got some backlash, you know, with the Hong Kong protest remarks that the lead actress was making. Also, it didn't do very well, and the budget on that film was huge. Also in September, the Emmys. I mean, we've already talked about Zendaya's moment to shine, so I don't need to go too into that. If you want to hear about our thoughts on that, you're just gonna have to listen to that episode, which is in the past. But not only did Zendaya shine, but Schitt's Creek swept the Emmys that night for their last and final season. What do you remember about that?
I didn't know that was their last season. Wow. I haven't watched the show at all, but I'm definitely going to. After all those Emmys that they won, I was like, all right, I got to get on the bandwagon of the show. Zendaya, nothing else to say, but well-deserved. Euphoria season 2, we can't wait. Okay, October, we're almost ending out this year. Whew, still COVID. Also, Halloween in the time of COVID. You got dads and moms putting tubes down their railings and sliding candies down 6 feet apart to the little kids because that's the world we live in now. Also, Margot, October was big because it was my initiation into Bachelor Nation because Bachelorette season 16 premiered in October. And now we know what happened with that whole wild season. So your thoughts, go ahead.
I mean, first of all, I forgot about the little tubes for the candy. And wow, that already feels like a nostalgic memory, but it's probably going to happen again this October. Also, I was so blessed. I was blessed by you starting Bachelor Nation, Bachelor World. It was truly just a moment for me. And I'm just so grateful that now it is November. And November brought us some hope because Joe Biden was elected as the next president. How did you forget that, Lydia? I saw that face. Oh, he's gonna be the president very soon. Get the Cheeto out. Get the Cheeto out of here. Not only did that happen, but Chadwick Boseman's last film with Viola Davis came out on Netflix, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and people are saying that this was perhaps his best performance ever. So really went out with a bang.
Went out with a bang. Can't wait to watch. I have not watched yet. I know. Yeah, I mean, need we say more? I mean, maybe November was the most iconic month. I mean, with the election. I mean, oh. Yes, well then we got to round it out in December. I mean, we finally made it, Mama. I made it. You know, we started out the month with December 1st and December 2nd, our birthdays, obviously. And then we got a little further in, a little pop culture moment on December 8th with Red Table Talk. Olivia Jade speaks out and I was going to say Grammy. No. Why am I forgetting our girl's name? Gammy. Thank you, brain fart. Gammy was not here for Olivia Jade. She made it well known, and we were here to see that. Also in pop culture, Harry Styles' Vogue cover shoot came out. He was the December cover man, and the whole controversy around him wearing a dress. And then we finally got to New Year's Eve. Goodbye, 2020. Hello, 2021. Your thoughts, Margot? You got 10 seconds.
Oh my God. I mean, December was probably my favorite month of the year because it had our birthdays. Also, Harry Styles can slay a dress way better than I can. So props to him. And that is a year in review. Woo!
That was hard, guys. How are you feeling, Margot? I'm like, I had so many brain farts.
I know. There were some words I just forgot how to say. I think there were a few stutters in there, perhaps some mumbles, but honestly, I think we recapped a lot.
We really did. Were you surprised by any of the ones I brought up?
Well, I
Or
had
you would've-
definitely like blocked out Halloween as a memory. I didn't even remember that. Olivia Jade's interview just happened the other day and I already forgot about it. December, it felt like it was a good month, but a long month.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else right now. It went by so fast. I feel like my brain is
No.
already forgetting. What about you? Any shockers?
Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie. Like for a second I was like, oh yeah, the election when you said it. Duh. I don't know, you had a bunch of good ones in there. I can't even recall. It's like it just happened, but I've already like
And
Yeah.
I mean, that's how 2020 went. It was
right?
like
And
that.
and you
like
can't
that.
like that. And we can't even condense such a crazy year into what we just did, but we tried and I thought that was really fun. And wow.
That was fun.
Very fun. Well, we are trying
Very
to
fun.
try something different starting off 2021. So that is what we have for you today. And we're going to leave you with our quotes, of course, because I feel like no matter how far we stray to something new, we always got to do the quotes. So why don't you start us off, dear Margita?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lyd. Thank you for passing it over to me.
Oh, you're
Thank
welcome.
gracias. My quote today is apparently by Buddha, although I didn't fact check it. And then when I wrote Buddha, and then I was like, I don't really know where this came from. So if you need to fact check me, fact check me.
Okay.
But it said Buddha. So that's what I think. It is, no matter how hard the past is, you can always begin again.
That's a common theme with you, the beginning again, and I love it. It's never too late. It's always a good idea. Yes. Love it. Thank you, Buddha, via Margot. And my quote is unknown. The beauty of the unknown quotes is I'll have to fact check who said it. But my quote says, don't confuse something you haven't done with something you can't do.
I love that.
2021 mood. And just in general. You got this. You got this. You got this, Margot.
You got this. You got this.
Amen. Happy New Year again. Happy 2021. So much to come. Full of hope.
We love you all.
And that's the show. Stalk us on Instagram at popoffsis.podcast and check out our Pop Off Sis YouTube channel.
We'll see you next time.
Pop off, sis.